right, here we go. Welcome back to 3QS, 3 Questions. Today, we got a guest of mine. Not just a guest, he's really a real friend of mine. I'm a little nervous about it because I'm actually kind of since we go back so far, I'm wondering how we're gonna, where we're gonna go with this conversation.
It could go.
It could go a lot of different places,
Absolutely.
But we don't have all the time in the world, so let's get right into it.
Sure.
So question number one, real simple question.
Yeah.
Actually, what do you want to go by?
What you mean?
What name? Because I'm about to call you the regular.
I'm the giant.
B.
Always
Jones is straight.
B Jones.
Okay.
B. Whatever.
Okay.
A lot of people call me B Jones.
I didn't even do a proper introduction. I just said I got a special guest. I didn't even say your name.
Yeah.
All right, so we got B Jones, a special guest.
Yeah. Don't forget the giant though. I'm gonna always be the giant forever. So just some people just know me as that. So let's make it clear. You feel me?
I dig that, man. Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, man, let's get right into it. Question number one: who is B Jones, the giant? Who are you? Where you from? What makes you tick? What's up with you?
That's a good question, man. I'm a lot of things. I'm a father. I'm a husband. Just a family man in general. But also, obviously I rap. You know that. Love music. I've been loving music.
We definitely gonna get into that.
Yeah. And just living life to the fullest as best I possibly can. I'm from Rockville, Maryland originally. Grew up in Rockville. All my fondest memories happen, on First Street. And so, Lincoln Park as well. I spent a lot of time in that area. And
that's really all your formative years, middle school, or elementary, high school too?
Nah, see, high school, that's when I moved up to Germantown.
When people, I guess it's the same, because I've had this conversation with someone else before, and you mentioned Rockville, and you say Germantown. For me, coming from New York, when I first came down here, all of it seems the same. Because the reason why, because it doesn't take, it's like they're right next to each other. That's what it feels like.
Like Rockville, Gaithersburg, Germantown?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, no, it didn't seem like that. Okay. When I was a kid, when I was living in Rockville in my youth, I felt like Germantown was out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't even remember ever really going to Germantown until I moved there. Like the farthest we ever went was Gaithersburg. Now that's really what borders Rockville. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And so, and then you get to Germantown after you get through Gaithersburg. You know what I'm saying? But, getting to Gaithersburg, we used to go to the fair. You know what I'm saying? The Montgomery County Fair. Yeah. And so that's the farthest I ever went. That's the closest I ever got to Germantown as a kid. And even the fair seemed far at that time.
The Gaithersburg Fair?
Yeah, from where I lived in Rockville to the fair.
How old were you when you were in Rockville?
I lived there from, as old as I can remember till I was 15.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now it makes sense why everything seems so far away. Because I thought Yonkers, New York, was the world. At one point.
Exactly.
And going, like you said, going to the fair.
When you were a kid,
everything is like.
Yeah. Now, no, it's down the street.
Right.
But when you don't know better, you don't know nothing about driving, you don't know nothing about nothing. You sitting in the car thinking like, damn, it's a whole nother world. Like I thought Gaithersburg was a whole nother world when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Because when is Rockville the hood? Now I'm asking that question because when I first came down there, people would be like, "Yeah, I'm from the Burg," or I'm from Middlebrook, and they would always make it sound so hard. Don't get me wrong, there's some tough guys. Let's keep it real. Everywhere you go, but is it the hood? Is Rockville the hood?
Hold on. Let's just keep it 100 first of all. There's hoods everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, you can find hoods. Now, some are a lot bigger than other hoods. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, you go to New York, the Bronx, and the boroughs that are inside of it but they're huge, and there's a lot of people in New York. So that makes up a pretty big hood. And when you get to the West Coast and stuff, but everywhere, everybody knows, everybody thinks about Atlanta, and some of the biggest markets have the biggest hoods, like Chicago, stuff like that. But if you any of these little cities, they got little small pockets that you don't want to go to.
Yeah, no, I wholeheartedly agree when it comes to that. I'm not trying to make fun of people. Don't I know how y'all niggas do. That wasn't the question to try to put like that wasn't that. So don't come at me. All right, but
yeah, but I'm just saying that you got to respect. Every little town has those little small pockets, and you got to respect them. And so yeah, when I was growing up, I lived on First Street, and so up past Davis Score, that's from down the hill, up the hill, First Street, but up past Davis Score was the low income housing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And yeah, nigga, like it's motherfucker. I don't know if I can cuss. We ain't talking about that. You can. But
it's a pretty liberal show.
It goes down. Let's just put it that way. And it has gone down. I don't know what it's like now. I've moved out a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, things I think have calmed down. But from that pocket to you got, because you say it's Rockville, but it's everywhere. You got First Street, Lincoln Park. Then you go up to Gaithersburg. You got 124, and it's people claiming 118. Cinnamon Woods. It goes down. You know what I'm saying? Like
I've heard my fair share of stories.
Yeah. So is it the hood? It depends on what you get what you want to get out of these places, just like you want any other place, but it's just probably on a smaller scale. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever lived anywhere else other than Rockville? I'm asking because like it seems like you're Maryland through and through.
No, I am. Okay. I mean, I've lived in Laurel. I lived in Rockville, Germantown. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? That's the extent of where I've been. But as far as living wise, but we from the DMV, so we've been all over. But just knowing those are the pockets that I know well. You know what I mean?
Now I asked another Marylander.
Yeah.
This question.
Word.
When you say the DMV, does that include Baltimore?
Absolutely not.
God damn, absolutely not?
They don't even want to.
That's true. They don't.
Why are we putting something on them they don't even want?
That's true.
The culture's different.
So
the vibe is different.
Yeah, the accent's different.
They rock with the music that they like different. Yeah. It's not the DMV.
It's only
people
40,
from the
40
outside
apart.
conflate those things.
Yeah.
And this is a good topic to bring up because I heard Pharrell mention the DMV, and I'm not going to say he flat out said this verbatim, but he was almost speaking as if Richmond, Newport News, Virginia Beach
was part of DMV.
Was part of DMV.
No,
it's not.
That's like 2.5 hours away.
Exactly,
No,
exactly. And
he should know that though, because he's from there.
No, because if you just look at the DMV, the word or the acronym, whatever you want to call it.
It implies the entire state.
Exactly.
DC is the only city.
Exactly.
But Maryland and Virginia, it implies the state. But it's really just, what is it, northern or western? I'm
going to make it easy for you, bro. If you can't catch the metro from any of these places.
Yeah. I agree. I know exactly what you're saying.
You don't live in the DMV, bro.
I know exactly what you're about to say. Yeah, no, you're right. Because I was taking the metro too a couple of times, a lot before. And
we all took the metro.
Anywhere you can go,
you can get to on the metro and the DMV, anywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, like that's to simplify it for people so they understand really what it is. It's just that metropolitan area that makes up the DMV. It's not, and it's no hate because I love Richmond and Newport News and the Southern, but they got a different vibe, they got a different feel, and they walk different, talk different, dress different too. Yeah. And so we know what's DMV. The people, when you from there, you know what it is, and
okay,
that's what it really is.
Yeah, I have to ask that question when it comes to America because everybody says the same thing. I guess, okay. It's official. Yeah, it's been official since before I was even asking that question. Absolutely. It's different. It's separate.
Exactly.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
There's a couple other things I wanted to ask when it comes to who is B Jones. Well, how did you get that name? Is it just? I'm thinking it's just the acronym. Is it just your regular name, just acronym? And I mean, it sounds like it. I mean, it is.
Well,
because I know your real name. It's like
yeah.
It's like, so.
I mean, the thing is, when I started rapping, I had to come up with a name. And I came up with some other shit. I think I was calling myself the one before.
Okay.
I feel like I'm the one. I'm the best. I'm the baddest. I'm the hardest. I'm just the one. That was my extent of it. I was having to, put it simply, I was having a hard time coming up with a name because I never was fully comfortable with that. And if I'm doing something, I got to be comfortable.
Right.
And so, what's more comfortable than your own name? You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
It's my first name combined with my last name, and I just put the Giant on there because I've always been a big dude, but it's also my mentality. I've always dreamed big, thought big, and had big ideas, and gigantic ones.
Right.
And so that's where it came from. It's more about the mentality, putting the Giant on the name and becoming that, and I really have embodied that since. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Let's get into question 2 because I think this is a big topic, and
Word.
This is strictly about the music. Mm-hmm. I heard this online, and I heard it twice.
Word.
It was from a woman, and it was an older woman and a younger man, and they both said a variation of how it said. They said that. Well, I'm gonna ask you: do you believe that the older rappers, that we are in a time where older rappers are now better than the newer rappers?
Right now?
Right now. Because you look at Pusha T and Malice, they doing their thing.
No.
You see what I'm saying? And then you compare that, and I'm talking about both male and female. Like, is it, because I'm inclined to believe it.
Females killing it right now. I ain't gonna hold you.
They're killing it, I would say, and I'm not trying to take anything from them. I think there's some that is trash. I think there's some that's trash, and then there's some that's actually nice.
Few, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem saying it. I don't really like Ice Spice. Take Ice Spice out of the.
So you like Sexy Red too?
Absolutely.
Why? I have to. Hell no. That's my number one. I don't like Ice Spice. I don't like Sexy Red.
Why don't you like her?
Sexy Red?
Yeah.
Subject matter.
Okay.
That's why. And on top of that, as far as like skill wise, I don't see the skill at all. I see her literally sitting there being at least from what I'm hearing.
I disagree.
Sexy Red. I just
Sexy
don't see it.
Red sells because she has skill. Trust me. She has skill.
I'm really having a hard time with that.
First of all, she knows how to write a song and make a song catchy.
Yeah, making the song catchy. I mean, that's part of selling music. That's a big part of selling music.
She knows how to turn her core audience up. She has a core audience, and she knows how to target them. And when it comes to selling records, to me, there's nothing more important than knowing how to attack your target audience. With that being said, I think it goes hand in hand with being yourself, being authentic, and I think I think that's who she really is. I think that's who she is.
I think that's who she is. I don't have a problem with that. I think.
Hold on. I don't mean to interject, but if you don't have a problem with her being herself, then you shouldn't have a problem with the subject matter.
No, I don't have a problem, but I don't have to listen to it. Okay. And that's what I'm saying. That's why, because it's hard to get away from it, especially on social media. If you scroll and it comes up. You happen to be in somebody's car, it comes up. It's like it's terribly hard to get away from it. That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, I don't go looking for it, and I'm not.
So you don't listen to it that much, but the times you do hear it, it makes you mad.
Yes, it pisses me off. I ain't gonna lie. I can't listen to this.
That's
shit.
Crazy.
I can't do it. I just don't like her subject matter. Mm-hmm. Maybe the way she carry it. I just don't like it. It's just not my cup of tea. But I'm not saying that she shouldn't exist because there's an audience for that.
Yeah.
But I just can't do it.
But listen, I understand you not liking her, but you can't say she's not talented or doesn't know. She does things that, she knows what she's doing. Let's put it that way. She's not just, this is happenstance. This isn't luck. She has a talent and she's working it to the best ability of while being authentic.
You know what I think it is? I think her talent is very similar to Kardashians. It's their ability to keep attention. I think that's a superpower.
That it is.
Because I don't see any other talents at all.
It is.
But they're able to keep attention, and they're able to keep attacking their core audience and keeping them engaged. Mm-hmm. So there's something to that. Musically, lyrically, no. I'm not fucking with it.
All right.
But I mean, I'm asking because that seems to be a topic because there's a lot of records and stuff that are coming out from younger artists that I don't now, and I'm at the risk of sounding old as shit. I can't do it. You know what I mean? I just can't listen to it. But then, like I said, it was a younger man that said this. It's not just me. This dude had to been like early 20s when he said, yo, he thinks we're in an era where rappers who are like 30 plus are better than the new guys who are coming up now. Or is it just a taste or a preference?
That's just what you're listening to.
Yeah.
People are, people don't even know that subconsciously you're choosing what to listen to.
Is it subconscious?
You're staying away from, dude, let me tell you something. I was at this spot called Allure in DC the other day. It's in Northeast. It's a hookah bar. And I was in that joint for like maybe an hour and a half. And just chilling, having fun, me and my wife. And we was like, bro, what is this music playing? And we were looking around and everybody's dancing to it, shaking ass, everything. You know what I'm saying? And I had no idea what the fuck that was.
Damn.
And so I just, just want to speak to the point. Like, we don't know. We only know what we know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't know we ain't tapped in to what the youngest is really listening to. And that was proven clearly when I was at the spot.
Right. No, I think there's definitely a case that could be made for that. And that's why I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying it's not my cup of tea.
It's not.
It's not mine. You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was interesting that it was a young man that said that. That he's in that age bracket to be tapped in.
But he also is one of those young men, probably, I'm assuming, I don't know him, but he's probably one of those young men who had either an older brother or a dad or somebody older than him that put him on to some shit, and really that's the direction he went. That's why he probably likes the J. Cole's, and he probably messed with Drake, but he probably like, the more traditional hip hop stuff than some of the drill and the other young.
Do you think that's just the product of a person's upbringing, and because they had an older brother, older pops, or something?
Yeah. Your upbringing has almost everything to do with what you listen to.
Speaking of that, I came across another article online where the guy said that you're influenced very heavily early on. By the time you're a teenager, you start thinking of start experimenting like in college years. But then after that, you pretty much have your set of what you're listening to.
Right.
So you would agree with that?
Absolutely, because I mean, if you just pay attention, like YNs listen to YN music. You know what I'm saying? Old cats from our era, they listen to Pusha T and still maybe some Busta Rhymes in there. Some, just. They'll probably listen to J. Cole, but, they want some real hip-hop, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then you got other cats who, like the females, they don't really care, about they just like the beat, you know what I'm saying? And it's got to be new. It can't be no old hip-hop bullshit.
Yeah. You gotta stay update.
Yeah.
Update. That's why, like LL is still kind of relevant right now, because of the fact he's able to constantly reinvent. Now, I think he's getting to a point now I don't think he can reinvent, but he's been relevant for as long as he's been relevant because he was able to do it.
Absolutely.
Which is dope. As far as like you mentioned, like female rappers, do you have a favorite?
Yeah, for sure.
Who?
Lotto, 1,000%.
Yeah, I'm really surprised at what you're saying right now.
Why?
I'm surprised because it just seems like you wouldn't like a Lotto.
She raps.
Okay, do you think she I actually like Megan Thee Stallion. Let me say why. Because the way she puts her records together, her verses, I like her verse, I like how she raps.
She sounds the same on every song.
Listen.
Listen.
Listen, no,
the
only problem that I have when it comes to Megan is that the subject matter again, but I think she can actually rap.
She can't rap better than Lotto.
I don't know, man.
Lotto is the best rapper in the game. Best female.
I'm gonna have to listen
outside
to it
of maybe Nicki. Yeah, Lotto can rap her ass off, like really rap, and she comes from that. I don't know if you know about
Her story?
her story
No, I
or her
don't.
history. Like she was before she became who she is today. I mean,
She
always
mixed, right? Like black and white?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, and her name used to be Mulatto, and she
Oh, yeah, that's why. Yeah,
yeah,
black
yeah,
and white. Okay.
yeah, exactly. And she was rapping in this competition. I forget what show. It was a show, and she was on that jump competing. She comes from the competitive.
So she was battling.
Listen, I don't want to lie because I actually never seen the show. I just,
But you saying that you've never seen the show, but she came from that? Okay.
I just know that she comes from a competitive background. I know that,
Okay.
and she can spit like that. Like I'm telling you, she can go. And I'm not like this is not me. Just like that's why I like her because she can rap, bro. And I think when you talk about Megan Thee Stallion, like she's a gimmick rapper. She's different. Hold on,
Okay.
she is no different than the Sexy Red. How you like you think the content is different?
I didn't say that. You didn't hear what I just said. I said aside from her subject matter, I like the way she raps. She can actually spit. I think if she actually changed up her subject matter, it should be even better.
I don't see that. I don't see her ability to spit.
I'm gonna have to listen to Lotto because I haven't.
Yeah, you tripping.
I just haven't. Because she, when I saw her, I just thought of Ice Spice and I just wrote it off.
Oh, you tripping?
I just thought of Ice Spice. I said never mind.
I probably hate Ice Spice to me she's the worst of. I don't like even bringing her name up with Lotto. Like that's disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
just
really
keeping it
surprised,
100.
man. Like I'm really.
I think everybody would agree with me, to be honest with you. So you definitely need to do a deep dive. And I don't dive pause into nobody because I listen to
Fuck you saying pause for? Like what
I don't dive into nobody. Pause.
Who thinks about that shit? All right, never mind. Go ahead.
Just anyway, I don't do no deep dives into anybody's discography because I listen to my shit and I'm in the meat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I haven't done a huge deep dive. I just like Lotto when she comes on, I fuck with that.
I'm like that with Rap City, and you know Rap City is.
I do know who Rap City is, but I'm not into.
Well, yeah, I like her stuff. You know what I'm saying so, but how you just described Lotto, that's how I would be thinking of when it comes to Rap City.
Yeah, see, so Lotto's from the South, so that's another thing she brings to the table is like not only can she rap, but she has like this nice, beautiful accent. It makes you you could close your eyes and you feel like you in the South with her.
So she makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside. That's look. You should have saw your whole demeanor change. Yo, Lotto,
first of all,
she came from the South.
I love.
Got that accent. Right. Yeah.
Listen, I'm just telling you because I'm an artist. I pick artists apart, and I like to see what everybody has to offer, and what makes her a dope sounding artist is her accent and her ability to rap. And she's sexy as hell. So she has the trifecta. You really need to.
I'll take it. I'll definitely take a listen.
Yeah.
And see what it. Because again, I wrote it off because I saw her and Ice Spice. They had her up together. I said, nah.
That's disrespect, man. I'm just.
Hey, listen, don't come for me in the comment section, right? Like I'm sorry.
Come
right?
for him. Pause.
No, fuck that. So yeah, I mean, yeah, the females definitely are doing their thing. I have nothing, they're doing what they're supposed to do. They're grabbing attention just like men were dominant. And right now,
I love what they're doing.
It's their time right now.
I love what they're doing. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. But I would say that I personally would agree with the young man because I don't just listen to just stuff from back then. I guess I don't get into the mainstream as much. Because there's still people that's really spitting, really, doing their thing, but you only really find them because the algorithm puts them in the playlist.
Right. That and see that's the thing. That's the difference between our generation. You say you only find them. No, the young cats. Because I had to ask somebody when I was in Allure the other day.
Yeah.
Like, how do you find this music? Because I ain't never heard it. So I'll be on YouTube and I just search up DC local rappers, or I search up drill music, and they just start following these cats.
So they actually go online and just type in and search in when I just let the music just play, and that's how.
Exactly. You don't go.
Oh, you kind of did that just now earlier.
Yeah.
When the music was playing, he was like, "Yo, who's this?" And you got it.
Exactly.
But you telling me that they actually go search it out.
They go out of their way to find, YN shit, hood rat shit. They go out of their way to find that shit, and just like any other music.
I mean, we talk about women. You have any favorite male rappers right now, or is it just you? Anybody? Because like I said, I find my music a lot. I be on streaming, and it just finds me. I don't actively go search it out. I really don't. But
I mean, the new clip shit is cool. I fuck with that. But I always fuck with clips. I do think Malice came back like he never left. I thought, usually when people fall off, but
I was about to say
he didn't fall off. But I mean, when people fall back, and especially Find God, and I don't, trust me, you got to sharpen you got to keep your tools sharp. You can't just stop rapping. So I don't really believe he stopped rapping. If he did,
I think he's been writing the whole time.
Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker. If he just stopped and just started over.
There's no way. I'm not believing that.
Yeah.
I don't think he just stopped.
Yeah.
I think, you know what, man? I like the way he interviews.
Oh yeah.
He's different, man.
No,
I like the way, because I've been watching him like, yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man. He's stand on business, and he got this stoic thing to him. So you never know, he don't laugh too much. You know what I'm saying? You kind of don't know where.
But what he's saying makes holds weight.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So, yeah, I mess with it.
Yeah, it's dope.
I think it's cool though, because a lot of artists right now, especially those from early 2000s, mid 2010s, they're starting to come back around, and I think that's dope.
Yeah, I
think we kind of need it. I mean, we need it as much as we need the new stuff right now too.
Everything does that though.
But
like,
not
people,
really.
listen,
not really. Not when it comes to older rappers from like the early 90s. I don't know where none of them at.
First of
most
all,
of them.
A lot of them are dead. Niggas.
I wasn't gonna. Come on, man. That took a dark turn. That took a dark turn.
I mean, some of or fucked up money wise, or like it's one thing to be a great rapper, but it's another thing. I have to learn this too, is to have everything else. You know what I'm saying? Know how to manage your money. Know how to manage yourself. Know how to deal with certain people, snakes, gold diggers. It's a lot of hurdles you have to bypass and jump over in order to make it and continue to have longevity. Longevity takes a lot, man.
You think a lot of them aren't able to come back because they just got caught up in the hurdles?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? It happens. Look, like Black Rob is one of them. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of cats who fell back. Look at Cassidy. That motherfucker went to jail, and the hustling and all the shit he was doing with Swiss Beats and all that shit kind of went to the wayside. Went to jail, came back home, and created a whole new career in battle rapping. And so some people can bounce back like that.
I think Joe Budden falls in that category.
Absolutely.
I think he made more money with his podcast than he did rapping.
Because he's forward thinking too. Yeah. He like, man, this rap shit ain't forever. I'm starting to get tired of it anyway. And it helped him when he was on the other podcast.
Academics?
Yeah, well, Academics. I forget what it's called, but
I think he was too pure and raw, man. I think he calmed down since then a bit, but doing that, you're right. It helped a lot,
helped
especially
him,
he was.
It helped him see that there was money in it too.
Yeah, that too.
You know what I'm saying? That's why he was like, I'm going on the road on my own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Taking this show on the road. You feel me? And so, I respect it for sure.
So, getting into, because I think we beat that topic enough. As far as like old school, I mean, we're gonna end up saying the same shit that everybody always says. Mm-hmm. So I want to get into question 3 real quick.
Yeah.
So when it comes to trying to get on, right? Mm-hmm. For rappers or just musicians, singers or whatever, who didn't get on by the time. Because there used to be a cutoff time when it comes to hip hop, and I spoke to Reese about this. 30 years old, and I think that works when in the early '90s and early 2000s. I don't think that plays at all in 2025. Do you think? Let me ask. Do you think there's a cutoff?
Absolutely not.
Right.
No.
What makes you think that?
If you think that, it's because you listen to. It could be young niggas. It could some old niggas be hating too. There's a lot of old niggas hating like, nigga, you done. You 40. You 30. You this. You 35. You can't rap no more. You go get a job and settle down. And, forget about it.
So you don't think that a person should find a new dream?
First of all, you don't find dreams. Dreams find you. And if you found a dream, you could possibly make something out of it. But it's different when that dream finds you. That's because like I always had this in me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking for myself. This shit has been in me since a jit. Like I was probably like 8, 9 when I wrote my first poem. Like I've been a writer for all my life, and it manifested into who I am today, and I can't live without it. You understand? So when you have something that is inside you so much that you can't live without, it's ingrained in your DNA. You don't really get a new dream because that dream is like a when you go outside to cook out and the gnats just keep bugging you. You know what I'm saying? They just it's hot and they just in your face. You know what I'm saying? You got to get about it. That's what the dream. If you really got a real dream, if you really passionate about something and you got something that is just for you, God given, that shit won't leave you alone. You up at night thinking about it. You at work thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? You on the shitter thinking about it. You always 24/7. It's bothering you. Got to get to it. Got to get to it. So that means that dream, that's for you. And that's what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? And every time you take a step to the left, you going away from what God gave you. You understand what I'm saying? And so I feel, strongly about that because I know that's my purpose. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sick with this shit, and that's God given. And why would I step away from that? You understand what I'm saying? So like I said, like dreams really are things that, you can create a dream. I'm not saying you can't create one. Like, shoot, I have dreams to do other things and have other things, but everything comes back to this. You know what I'm saying? That's because I love it so much. So I don't know. I think it's different. Some people, they don't understand what that feeling is. They just think they can go from one dream to the next dream to the next. But when God got something for you, He mean for you to be diligent. And the word of my life right now, I got a friend who just told me, man, shout out to my boy Amit. He just was like, bro, you just got to worry about execution. Just execute. Don't worry about, the future. Be where your feet are. Focus on the task. Finish that task. Then go to the next and do the same thing. Execute. And so that's where a lot of people get messed up and fall by the wayside. I have. You know what I'm saying? Because of lack of execution, not because we should just give up on our dreams. No, that's what's for you. Maybe you should just do a better job executing. So I know that was long-winded, but
no. I like what you said. You can't find a dream. You have to. The dream finds you. Because you're right. There's stuff with me. Even the same thing. Like it doesn't stop. It can't. You ever find yourself like driving and just coming up with lyrics out of the blue?
That's what I mean by it bothers you.
Yeah.
It's almost annoying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how you know it's for you. I could say I'm gonna quit this dream and go do something else, but my original purpose would still be bugging me. I'll be somewhere doing something that has nothing to do with music or nothing to do with my purpose. And here come me. I'm thinking about it. I'm rapping. People asking me for something. I give it back to them in a freestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's just who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when you got it like that, that's why, like, I'm glad we talking about this because, like I said, I don't want to do no faking for the cameras. We known each other for a long time, over 20 years. And, a long time, bro. And I don't want to leave nothing on the table. And I don't have no regrets. I love everything that we accomplished, everything we did together was love and it was fun. and I'll never forget that stuff. And I think a lot of that has to do with our relationship today.
Right.
But I look back because I watch a lot of different people online. Like Wallow said something that was really profound, and I look and see other people who did make it. They had that, what Wallow was saying. And I think a lot of our problem back in the day when we was trying to do what we was trying to do, and why we couldn't make it to where we needed to go, is because too many people wanted to be the star. Too many people wanted to be in front of the camera and not behind it, or not behind the scenes. And I'm not gonna mention no names, but we had people who could mix. We had people who could do what you do and shoot. And we had people who could rap. But no one person needed to be, you had a group. That's a group. That's everything you need to make one star blow. And we should have put all our assets, all our time, and all our energy into blowing this one person up. Whoever that is. I'm not trying to, say it should be me, but I know all I could do is rap. I'm gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying?
You kind of went into my bonus question, so we might skip that and just go right into it, because usually I have a little contest.
Right.
But it's kind of a serious topic right now, so I don't want to muddy it with playing around.
Word.
I think you have a point.
Yeah.
Because there are people that like you said, they just rap.
Mm-hmm.
And they're damn good at it. Everybody was good, but everybody had something
that was a unique skill to them. Yeah.
But like you said, when it comes to doing this, I wasn't really heavy into it at that time. But who's to say I could have been?
No, you first of all, you wasn't heavy into it at that time, like you are now, because everybody starts somewhere.
Right, but
was into it.
I was into it. Yes, I was going to get to that. I was into it. I wasn't heavy into it, but I was into it.
Yeah, like I seen it then though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because it's not your fault. It's my fault too, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I didn't have the guts, or the heart, or the courage to say, Arts, I think you should do this, and say, fuck this. I know you want to rap. And I know this is what you want to do, and you good at it. And you could get back to that. But we got to get somebody on so we can all get on. Look at Kanye West. Did he start as a rapper?
Nah.
No. He had to get on. And then he became a rapper. Then he became the Kanye you know. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if I could articulate it in a way, because we all know that we artists, and we sensitive. So if I tell you, and back then, I didn't really have the articulation to tell you that shit, because I probably would have told you in a way like, nigga, fuck this rap shit. Nigga, you not, this ain't for you. This is what's for you. Like, I probably would have told you in a way that you wouldn't have received it well. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? If we're looking back, I had one lady. I don't know I forget the damn name. She had mentioned something about that before, but I think in her situation, I think she was mainly wanting me to do that because she wanted to use it for her own personal. It had nothing to do with actually like furthering me out, and I kind of picked up on that.
But that could have been a sign, though, for you. Like if you would have picked up on the fact that, okay, this woman wants to use me, but if she wants to use me, then that's
But you would have had to have been there to see the type of environment that she was talking about.
Right.
It wouldn't have been conducive.
Right.
It would have been a bunch of content.
No, I'm just saying that should have sparked the idea that maybe this is what I should be doing.
Right, earlier.
Exactly.
Earlier. But at that point in time, I wish I can give you my memory, so you can see what I'm talking about, because it's kind of sound like bullshit, but I know it's not.
Right.
If I can give you it happened twice with two different women, and they're nowhere right now.
Right.
So if I would have did that, then you see what I'm saying? It would have been, I would have started earlier, but I don't know if I would have been feeling like I was kicking myself or whatnot. But I understand what you're saying, because it's the case with I A couple of guys.
I remember, dog, way back when. Way back. I'm talking way back. I'm talking about Gaithersburg, like way back. You had the camera, and before anybody really had one. You know what I'm saying? And and then I saw you working on it, and you had a little man's with you who was helping you a little bit. You had a little helper.
Who the hell? What are you talking about?
I don't even know if it was like a designated guy, but you would find people to help you. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't remember that. I'm one man show. Dolo.
Remember that? Okay, I'll give you a specific time. You remember when we shot that freestyle in front of the apartments?
Oh, you talking about knowledge?
Oh, see, so
no. It wasn't. He wasn't like a helper. He was doing videos prior to that. I just got interested and I asked for like some pointers.
Oh, okay.
But I understand that freestyle. I get that. So he definitely he had some pointers because he was already starting out with it.
Right.
So yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, you was trying to figure that out though. That was a minute ago.
But it was a necessity.
How long ago was that?
2011.
2011?
Yeah.
Okay.
2011. So I was trying. The reason why it was almost a necessity. That's why I started learning this stuff.
So it's 16 years
you know
ago.
the real reason why?
Yeah.
That I said, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna figure this shit out, and that's why I started picking up cameras. Was because Steph Castro. Do you remember his first music video?
I don't remember his first one.
I seen his first one, and Knowledge was the one that shot it. And I said, okay, and that's when I saw it. This was when everybody, right at the beginning of people really starting to put up their own videos, music videos. So I said, okay, that's the end.
Yeah.
Okay, but I can't keep asking Knowledge. Knowledge was working with Steph for free.
But that's how you always been.
I know, but listen.
That's how you always been, because you did the studio like that.
Out of necessity.
Out of necessity, yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't like, the skill was there because it had to be done.
Yeah.
It wasn't because it was like at the time wasn't a full passion. It had to be done.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So I probably wouldn't have received it well had you did bring it up, regardless of the tone, simply because
that's what I said.
It was only a necessity. It wasn't something that it was like a true interest. And it developed into that. But at the time, it was a necessity.
I'm just telling you,
I
had the foresight back then.
Fair enough.
I seen it. But it's hard to convey that and get you to, because niggas naturally gonna be like, this nigga don't, I'm doing what I do. You know what I'm saying?
It wouldn't have come from a negative spot though. It would have been like, I'm doing this because nobody else has a camera. I have to do it. And that was it, building content and stuff like that. But even then, I still didn't do it right.
But what Wallow was saying basically is, listen, it didn't have to be who we was with back then. It could have been anybody. It could have been me, you, Mike, and Sean. We could have came together as a conglomerate, and everybody put the money in the pot
for one
situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, we need a camera? Boom. Guess what? We got it's a $400 camera. It's 4 motherfuckers in this group. $100 each. You know what I'm saying?
No, I totally understand. I totally understand.
That's better than having to do it on your own.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. And I'm actually in full agreement with you when it comes to that, because had someone been able to get there, okay, you got your album, 2 albums in, 3 albums in, whatever it is, you're successful. Now you be like, yo, we're going on tour, and you put that damn camera down now. We get somebody else. Now you can get in the booth.
And imagine how much you learn along that way.
Right.
Because for one, we're going to move faster because we have the network to move faster. We have the finances to move faster. And everybody's contributing. And then now we're able to get into spaces because we have everything. We have the marketing, the backing, and we got the music, and we got the video. We hitting at every mark. That was my problems. That's one of my biggest problems is that I got this and I got that, but I need this, and that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so, and I never executed to get that, and that. You know what I'm saying? You got to have everything. You can't just have, oh, you got a video, that's cool. Did you put it on all the platforms it needs to be on? Did you?
You need somebody that's focused on that.
Exactly.
Everybody plays a role.
Exactly, because you can't do everything on your own, bro. You try. But
it didn't work. It didn't work. Yeah. I did try. Yeah. Even if solo work, group work didn't work. Mm-hmm. So I understand where you're coming from. Sometimes you really do have to do that and say, okay, this has to be the person. And then when you get there, you know.
You need delegation, and oftentimes we delegating with self, and you know that
delegating with self and self.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, man.
But it's self-defeating too. Delegating with self and self is self-defeating.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm glad that did come up because I think, you know, with this, people should hear that, especially someone who's starting out now. The one person that's gonna make it. You know, I think Ja Rule had a situation where he was in a group, but the label wanted just Rule, not the group.
Right.
And I think Ja Rule said he had a conversation with him, and the guy understood the assignment at the time. He says, "We gotta go."
Right.
And I don't think the dude ever really put out anything. Yeah. But let's say if Rule wanted to say, "Yo, get in the booth, let's do this. We could do a joint album," because he became successful. That could have happened.
Right.
You know.
Or like that same person. I don't know who he was. You know, if I was him, I would have figured out a way I can be helpful, and when my time comes and I can get a chance to slip in there. I mean, look at Spliff Star with Bus. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he been loyal and stayed down for so long. He on a couple songs. You know what I'm saying? And he getting paid doing shows. You know what I'm saying? So everybody is not meant for the spotlight. People got to understand that. You love what's around it and kind of, you know, everything about it and what comes with it. And that's great. But, you know, a lot of people aren't able to have that foresight to see the bigger picture and the long-term picture, because ultimately all of it's going to be over. Yeah. And where are you going to be at when it is? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to be able to say that it's better to say, yo, I was backstage when he performed this, than to say nobody that I was with ever made it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's better to be there in some capacity than to not be there at all.
Yeah, be there. Try to be as useful as you can.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's this conversation went a little bit more personal.
Oh yeah.
I would have thought. I mean, it's still on the music tip. It's still on that because I've had, you know, Marcus Shizzle, Reese, even DJ Q. I'm not sure if you remember or if you know DJ Q.
Absolutely.
They all say the same thing. You know, they assume, they say, not assume, they say, yo, man, you need to get back in the booth. You need to get back in the booth.
Yeah.
But then you hearing that, it's like, well, wait a minute. You know, should you not? I don't have a team. All I would be doing is getting back in the booth. And it's just rapping.
I think that you are an incredible artist, but I think that you have a niche.
Oh yeah, obviously. Yeah, I have it. You know what I'm saying? This is getting way more attention than
exactly
than other things.
And so I think it's kind of clear and obvious what you should be doing.
You know, I tried to have this type of conversation with Jimmy.
Yeah, speak to Jimmy all the time.
Yeah, with his comedy.
Yeah.
I try to tell him all the time, and he was real passionate about rapping. I'm like, all right, that's cool, but yo, your comedy is what got you. Were you there? No, you wasn't there at University of Maryland.
Jimmy is funny as fuck. Right. First of all, that's what he should have been doing. I can attest and agree to what you're saying, and he'll probably see this. And I'm just saying, like, he knows we're gonna keep it 100.
Yeah.
And you know, he needs to be on the stage telling jokes.
Yeah. I tell you, so when you saying that, it's real easy for me, like right now, I digest that because I was seeing it with Jimmy. It's the same thing. Because I seen Jimmy kill on a college campus. They wasn't doing comedy that night at all. And he went up like open mic, blank slate in a rough crowd. I got booed there. He went up there and killed.
I don't really...
So I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
Right.
Like, do the comedy, nigga, like that.
Really
that
know
right.
Why he?
But he's my man, though. We're not coming at you, Jimmy.
Who told him? Nah, who told you should rap? Because
damn, that's fucked up. Why you saying it like that?
It's not, because it's not even on some shit like that.
True.
But first of all, I can't take him seriously, bro. You rapping, trying to be funny. Have you ever heard him rap?
Yeah.
He be rapping on some kind of funny shit. So it's everything you do is hilarious. And so I think you know what I'm saying? Like, all right. Come on, man. That's whatever.
But
Jimmy, my man, though.
Nah, man. It's all love. It's all love, Jimmy. It's not none of that.
Yeah.
But man, I don't have any more, man. I think that's a good way to kind of taper off the conversation.
Okay. There's a lot we could talk about, to be honest with you. But I see that you're staying away from some stuff, and that's cool. But because
I mean, okay, well, hang on a second.
years. This is all you have to talk about.
No, man. I had a theme.
Oh, okay.
Each of my episodes has a theme.
All right, then we can stay with the theme. Then.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, unless there's something that you want to bring up, because we got a little bit of time left. I'll leave it to you because, like I said, I didn't want to do my normal stick because I do rock paper scissors and then ask a bonus question and things like that. But I kind of don't want to do that right now. Right. Like, so I'm gonna leave it in your hands. Like, what is there something that you want to actually bring up?
I thought we would talk about logic a little bit. I did. For some reason, I felt like we would, and so we don't have to.
No,
For some reason,
did he not just hear what I said? I said I'm gonna leave it up to you. Did you not hear what I just said?
I did, but I just.
Well, no,
I'm surprised you ain't bring it up.
I didn't bring it up. That wasn't what I wanted to do, but again,
okay, that's cool.
No. God, listen, I swear to God, if you don't talk. Hey, okay, so what is it that you wanted to bring up in regards to logic? Honestly,
it's not about what I wanted to bring up. I just thought it would be good conversation. I think that maybe there's a perception about who he is and I guess what he's done. But I think we have a bit of an inside synopsis on some of his life and who he was, and I think that has a lot to do with who he is now. But for me, a lot of people might take this as hate. It's not hate. It's just reality because we were there. We lived through a lot of it. And so we know, where it started and then where it got to. Most people don't know where it started. Most people just know Logic, the, superstar rapper, if that's what you want to call it.
Right.
But, for me, I guess if I have a gripe, it's just, and I've said this, I felt like Logic got, if you look back, what year did Logic get on?
Was it 2011?
2011.
When he get on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was on.
No, it wasn't. It was
2009.
He wasn't on then.
He got on the end of that. He got signed 2009, didn't he?
No, he didn't. I know that for a fact. It wasn't 2009.
Look it up.
I mean, I don't care what the fuck this thing says. I'm telling you because I was there. But it wasn't 09. So I met him in 09. It wasn't until 2011.
We did the show in 09.
Yes, he wasn't signed then. I know
that was September. I feel like at the end of that year. He
was not signed then.
He didn't get signed then?
No.
All right, I could be wrong.
It could be. You are.
All right, I'll take that.
Talking about?
I'll take that.
But
that doesn't negate my point
no,
anyway.
Keep going. Yeah, keep going.
I think that in that time period, from 2009 to maybe 2012, there was a just white rapper initiative. No,
I would agree. What was it? Asheroff, Mac Miller, who actually, in my opinion, was probably the best one to come out. I fuck with Mac Miller heavy.
Absolutely.
Rest in peace. But yeah, you're right. Asheroff, Mac Miller, what was it? G-Eazy, fucking Malcolm Moore.
G-Eazy was a little later.
But still, he was like the tail end of it.
Asheroff, MGK.
No, yeah, you're right. There was definitely a push.
There was this initiative that they wasn't really checking for us. You know what I'm saying? At that time, there was an agenda.
Yeah, you had to kind of come off the coattails of somebody that's already hot.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying because it's
it was almost like the industry was like, we need to get some of our people in here. Need somebody that looks like us.
Yeah.
And the point is, it ain't your culture. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for you. And we let Eminem in because that motherfucker had to be absolutely incredible.
And he took the hardest route possible. He went battle rap.
Exactly. Yeah. So when we looking at that situation, like, look who was out before Eminem. Nobody.
Not many.
White.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
We wasn't letting nobody in, especially after Vanilla Ice. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
And so Beastie Boys, but I don't really consider them traditional hip hop. You know what I'm saying? They're just they had a niche that they attacked a certain demographic and they did their thing in that lane. But outside of that, Eminem, who was it?
Fair enough.
Nobody.
So you saying that during that time you think that Logic kind of just got
he rode a wave. He rode a wave. And listen, hold on. Only thing I'm really trying to say is, bro, I should have been able to ride a wave, but you know why? I wasn't able to. First of all, this ain't my culture, ain't this hip hop? This is hip hop supposed to be the art, the genre that's for us, by us.
Right. But I just want to say, when fans see this, right, they're gonna assume that you're on some hating shit because of that.
That's why I knew that.
That's gonna happen.
That's why when we had that conversation off camera, I was like, you can't give a fuck about what people say.
Fair enough.
So fuck them.
Right.
Anyway, again, I'm speaking from a little bit of a more different perspective because I was around and I understand, where it started and where it's at now.
Well, we can talk about the one thing because when it comes to Logic, the first time I even saw him was when we did the show with Ludacris. That was the first time I saw him.
No way.
That's the first time I saw him.
Okay, yeah.
When we did that,
we did stuff after that. Because I was thinking we was in the studio after that. I forgot.
But we were practicing to do they made us go through the contest, all the bullshit.
Oh, right.
And
so he was getting privileged way before that.
Way before that.
Yeah.
So we did the show and all that. That was the first time I seen
him.
I didn't know him at the point. Good point. I only really met him after that.
That's a good point that you brought up because I wasn't even lumping that into what I was trying to say.
Oh shit! I didn't opened up the can of worms.
Yeah, I mean, but you know why I didn't? Because I didn't give a fuck, and it didn't stop me. I still won that shit because they. But
we didn't know how he got on at that point because he was kind of given that spot. He didn't do the contest.
No, we know he was given everything. He didn't have to even pay for an entry spot. I had to do all that.
Yeah.
And so. And if y'all don't know what we're talking about, there was a show back in 2009. Well, they had a competition for people to open up for Ludacris, Redman and Method Man. Pitbull was there. It was supposed to be the biggest show to ever come to Gaithersburg. It didn't turn out to be that, but that's a different.
That's not on us.
That's a different story, right? But the reality of the situation is, they had people come from all over Maryland to try to win the spot for opening act in a competition. You had to come with your hardest shit and you had to compete with, everybody in the spot. And, you looking at the winner of that shit. I'm not trying to, gloat or,
with the help of a certain hype man.
Definitely with my guy by my side every step of the way. And, Logic was in that competition and, shout out to him. He did his thing, but he just wasn't fucking with me.
He wasn't in the competition.
Ever. No, he did perform.
He performed at the show. Yes.
No.
He performed at the competition?
Absolutely.
Oh, I missed that part.
Absolutely. He was definitely in the competition.
Oh,
he just lost. Oh, I can't believe that.
I missed that.
Yeah, you definitely missed that.
You know what? There was a lady I was talking to. I remember that night.
It's always a female.
I didn't know she was married.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yeah. Shit.
Oh my God.
I hope she doesn't see this. I didn't know she was married, but she told me she was married, and I said, all right, cool, and I left her alone.
Oh my God.
But anyway, I missed that part. I didn't know he was there at the competition part.
He did everything. He did everything.
But he didn't.
He did everything except pay, and really just moved out on Front Street. His performance times were at peak hour. Everything was set up because the people who set the competition up were, quote unquote, investing in him.
Yeah.
I don't want to say managing. I just say they were investing in him.
Yeah.
They had an investment in him.
Yeah, they had his mentor. His mentor was part of all of that.
Right.
Yeah, I had another run-in with that same production. The people who did another production with me and Reese, and they was treating us foul, man. I just don't understand. I'll just touch on it real quick. Like, they had me and Reese, we were young at the time. I was only one old enough to drink. I wasn't drinking at the time.
Right.
Reese was just a year younger. They tried to get us out the competition so they wouldn't have to worry about underage drinking and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
But what they did, we was so good that we won anyway. But the guy,
where was this at?
The same spot.
Oh, okay.
Same spot. But
Yeah.
We had came in to do this when Biz Marquis, rest in peace, when he was.
Oh,
doing
I
his
remember
thing.
that.
So
I remember
we
that.
was doing his show.
Yeah.
And we won. We came to the show, and the producer of the show, he said, "Yo, I thought we took care of that on the competition."
Right.
I said, "What the fuck are you talking about? We won it."
Right.
He says, "Y'all underage though." I said, "I don't give a fuck. We here to perform. Like, what are you talking about?"
Right.
And
Damn,
yeah,
I didn't realize you was that fucking young back then, bro. You was 21 back in the end zone days? That's end zone.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was 21. So yeah. But those are the same people that put that show on, did the same thing with Luda.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
man. So you got some history there, man. And
Yeah.
that whole Logic thing was kind of.
No, so basically, just to finalize my point, like, so if, inquiring minds want to know and smart people can know, I'm not hating. I'm just telling you that Logic got in with his skin.
Had more than enough help.
And he had the complexion for the connection. You know what I'm saying? At that time.
Don't let him tell you he's half black.
Exactly. So
he's half black. Don't let him tell you.
But this is what I'm getting to. Because you listen to his first few albums, he wasn't on that shit. Right now it's nigga this, and every interview he's saying nigga. And it's just like, to me, like,
It's a little offensive.
It's offensive because, like, bro, you wasn't on that type of time. Not only that, you didn't bring no niggas with you. you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got no niggas around you. And so, like, would you see, like, I can't wake up one day and say I want to be white. I don't have that.
Yeah.
I just can't do that.
So you think he was just kind of picking and choosing at the time?
Yeah.
And now since he got his chips, now he's like, all right, well,
I can do it now. You know what I'm saying? And now
there was an interview where I believe he said, I don't say the word nigga.
Yeah.
And now
And he didn't. He didn't say it for the first few albums. You know what I'm saying? And years in the game. You know what I'm saying? One day, I think they did a Netflix documentary on a few rappers. He was part of it. Brought his dad. He was crying about his dad being on drugs and shit and whatever. But that was the first time I heard him say it.
Wow.
And I was just like, bro, like, I'm just like, I don't appreciate the fact, like, you should have, for one, if that's what it was, you should have just been on that shit from the jump, and you should have brought some niggas with you. We know people he could have brought with you. I'm talking about family members. We're not gonna say names, and it's cool. I'm not mad. You one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I said I can't believe we're not talking about it, because I think it needs to be said that, Logic turned his back on black people. And I'm not saying like black people as a whole or as culture. I'm just there's a lot of niggas he turned his back on. I don't see no niggas around him. So I just don't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying?
It's a fair criticism.
Yeah.
Because like you said, we were there. I was out of everybody really close to that.
Logic
situation.
is not a nigga. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He don't need to be saying that shit, because he ain't that. He ain't that, man.
It's funny you said, because I haven't really been following him when
Yeah.
it comes to that. Not off no malice shit. I just haven't been.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that he started using the word nigga and shit like that. So that's wild.
It's like, man,
because like I said, I mentioned he said he doesn't use the word nigga. So I'm like, you telling me that's news to me, because I haven't listened to his stuff at all.
He's used it. And it's really like awkward when he does it. It's like he ain't doing it like
he's been doing it.
like exactly. Like,
it's not part of him.
Yeah, it's not who he is, man.
Yeah.
I don't even like it, though. Get that shit off the internet, man. Get off the internet with that.
The internet's
shit.
forever, so it's like
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is disappointing when it comes to that. But he had what you just said. A person that did the video. He had exactly what you said. One person to rap, one person to do the video, another person to do this. Everybody had a designated job. So in that regard, he had that exactly what you said, and nobody else had the same thing.
And that's
because I'm like,
and that's what's more proof that he's white. Because white people got their shit together like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, white people, like, honestly, that's the problem in our community. I hate to be this guy, but we have a problem coming together. Everybody want to be in front of the camera. Everybody want to be the star. And if you say something, it's a problem. That's why I didn't want to say nothing to him. I'm not saying that we were the beef, but maybe we're not friends today. Maybe we just not as cool as we once were. I don't know. Maybe we are. Maybe it would have worked out. I didn't have the courage to say nothing. But That's because I know black people, and we usually have a problem with shit like that. Instead of thinking logically and saying, listen, we all just need to put our energy into one guy, into one person, and then we can make moves after that. Once you got capital, you can do whatever you want. And so that's what we should have been doing.
You know what? It could have. I'll say two names that could have worked with. I think it could have worked with you, because you did have some momentum, and you had other people outside who I didn't know that was doing some stuff for you,
right,
helping you out,
right.
Much to my chagrin, because he pisses me off something serious. A lot. You know who the fuck I'm about to say.
I know who you about to say, bro.
It's this motherfucker Steph. But the problem with Steph, he would get in his own way and start talking a bunch of foul shit to people that just didn't need to happen. You know, so, but if he would have had a bit of a better attitude, it might have worked between you and him.
I know he got on your nerves back then.
No, he pissed me off.
He never got on my nerves, though. But I know why he got on people's nerves. But
you wasn't around long enough.
I know I wasn't, but I loved Steph and his attitude because, for one, he didn't give a fuck. And I think that makes for a great artist, because you need, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You need that, because people are going to tell you no. People are going to say you can't do something. People are going to talk about you in negative ways, especially now in today's age, is internet and everything else. You need some I don't give a fuck, and he had a lot of it.
Yeah.
But he also didn't really care about, you know, appeasing to people. He was focused on what he did and what he wanted to do, and if you had a problem with it,
not really appeasing. It was just you know, he just kind of negative a lot of the time.
Oh, right,
you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a positive attitude.
Right.
Not often. Sometimes it came out, but it wasn't often, and that's where me and him clashed.
Right.
No, but I don't have an issue, no ill will towards him now.
No.
You know, but at the time I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, I see. I'm not going to put his information out there, but I see him because he works at a place that I'm at a lot. So I see him recently. Yeah, he's in, you know, he looks good, man. Cool. You know, shout out to Steph, man. We did a song together. Yeah. I told him I was looking for the video, because we did it before like the YouTube sold to Google. You know, Google bought YouTube, but we did this video before that. This is telling our age right now. But
YouTube Google bought YouTube in 2005. It couldn't have been. There's no way.
Okay. Oh, all right. So okay, maybe
ain't
not
that damn old, nigga. Stop. Come on.
All right, my bad. I didn't know.
You telling them that we know each other now? You gonna go back?
I didn't know it was 05.
2000. You know, we was doing. You know.
Okay.
It wasn't that
only
far
reason
back.
I assume that is because something happened to where, like, when we put it up on YouTube. Because first of all, where's the freestyle that we did?
It's up there.
I have never.
I'll send it to you.
Please send it to me, because I haven't seen it. But
hold on, you got me. Go ahead.
Yeah, but there was a time where something happened with YouTube, and it switched over to something, maybe a new operating system. I don't know, but like a lot of the old stuff that I had put it up there is just gone.
I don't know why. That's weird.
Yeah,
that's weird. Now I'm over here.
Yeah, and including the video of me and Steph that we did.
I didn't know y'all did a video.
Yeah, we did a video. We did a song. We did a remix to the Maybach Music Jump, man. We recorded at your studio. We recorded at your spot.
Where the fuck is the video?
Yeah. Oh, so you can't find it, right?
No.
I told you.
Not because it's on my channel. I'm like, where the hell?
Nah, bro. That shit gone, bro. So it's up there.
Oh yeah, the joint I did with Logic is up there still.
Exactly.
That's some more bullshit. Like I really don't see this. Wow.
Yeah, man.
I gotta find this.
We gotta find it, bro.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. But anyway.
Yeah.
I think we can leave it there.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, we can leave it there.
I think you got a lot of content.
I think so.
It's now complete.
We're gonna have to do this again.
We
may have an extra soul or two to do that. I think that'll be warranted.
Yeah, man.
But you working on anything right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up, man. I can't really speak about the project that I'm working on. It's a brand deal, but it's coming soon. I can't wait for that.
Let's try it your way, man. Let's put all my technology to work. You get your content going.
What you mean?
You just said have people delegate, right?
Right, yeah.
Put camera up on you, get your content going.
Oh no, that would.
let's try it your way.
Yeah,
Let's try it. Let's try something different.
That's what that would be great. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know you're always there as a resource. You know, you always been there, and I appreciate that, and that's why I ain't never been mad at you for choosing to do whatever it is that you chasing. I want you to get it. You know what I'm saying? And if we can help each other along that way and reach our mutual goals, that would be even better. You know what I'm saying? So I always know, and I reach out. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of you who kind of be lagging. You know what I'm saying? If I don't hit you up, I won't speak to you for quite some time. You know that.
There was a moment. We'll get into that off camera.
All right.
So in other news, it's been nice seeing you. All right. Nah, but all jokes aside, man, I appreciate you coming through.
Yeah, but look out, man. B. Jones the Giant. I got a lot of content coming soon. I'm working on a lot of stuff, and I'm working on myself.
That's your camera right there.
I'm looking at the camera, bro.
Which one?
This one that's looking at me.
Oh, okay, all right.
So yeah. So follow me on Instagram at B. Jones the Giant. You can find out everywhere else I'm at through that channel, and just be on the lookout because I got a lot of stuff coming. I can't wait. It's going to be a dope time. And I'm back. Yes, I am back. B. Jones the Giant. If you knew who I was from back in the day, I'm still the same person, just a little older, a little wiser, and we still gonna have a lot of fun, and we still gonna keep it 100. And I think that's worth a follow. So check me out, man.
Yeah. And there's another episode, man. I think we wrapped up. So deuces, and I really do appreciate you coming through, man.
I love you, brother.
All right, love
For
you
sure.
too, dog.
Yeah. One.
And we out.
Yeah.